Hello children, today we will do the revision of the poem The Brook written by Lucy Diamond. Okay, so I will read the poem, but before I read the poem I will give you a summary of short, in brief I'll explain the poem because in detail we have already seen. So I will just take the quick recap of the poem. What is the poem all about? So children, this poem, The Brook, it is a nature poem, okay, where we read about a little girl's love for a brook. And the poet of this poem, The Brook, the poet is a nature lover. She loves to spend time in nature. She loves to admire the beauty of nature. So while admiring the nature, means when she's sitting and thinking about nature, admiring the nature only, she has written this poem. And brook, the word brook means water body, or you can say stream. Okay, it's a small stream that is known as brook. So here the speaker is a little girl who is watching a brook flowing towards the river. I'll read the poem. I like to watch the merry brook go rippling on its way. It sings me such a happy song all through the summer day. It tells me tales of many things, as on the grass I lie, about the hills from which it came, and where it goes and why. And if I had a tiny boat, a sailing I would go, and hasten with the brook to join the river deep and slow. So children, the speaker, as I told you that the speaker is a little girl who is watching a stream, a small stream, that is brook, that is flowing towards the river. So she begins the poem by saying that she likes to watch the merry brook. Merry means what? Merry means happy, okay, full of fun. And she loves to watch this merry brook, that is the stream which seems to be so happy. A merry brook takes its own course, loves the way it ripples all along, means it loves. Ripple means children flowing, okay, making small waves in the water, that is known as rippling. So she imagines that the brook, that is a stream, sings her a happy and melodious song all throughout the day in summer. And the speaker also says that as she lies on the grass and watch the brook, the stream flow by, it seems as if the brook is telling her stories about the hills from which it is flowing, and the river to which it is going. And so she wishes she had a boat in which she could just sit down and hurry down the brook and join the deep and slow moving river along with it. So this poem is a nature poem, and we see that how the little girl is telling all about her love for the stream. She loves the gurgling sound of the brook as it goes rippling on its way, and how it sounds like music to her ears. And she thinks about the journey of the brook and wishes to join it as it prepares to join the river. So this is the poem all about. I hope you have understood the poem. Explanation we have already seen. This is just the revision. Let's see the exercise part also. Complete these sentences with the correct answers. The merry brook sings a happy song to the speaker. Answer is B. Throughout the day in summer. As the speaker lies on the grass, the brook tells her tales of, number C, the hills from which it came and where it goes. Third, the speaker wishes to have a tiny boat because she wants to move hurriedly with the brook to join the river. Next is question answers. Question answers also I have already given you, but let's just revise the question answers. Does the speaker enjoy watching the brook, What makes you think so? So yes, the speaker does enjoy watching the brook go by, because we see that throughout the poem, the speaker says that she likes the merry brook, okay, as it goes bubbling on its way to join the river. And she also feels as if the brook tells her the stories of many things, about the place where it comes from and the place where it wants to go. So the speaker imagines listening to all of this while lying on the grass. She also expresses her desire to sail on a tiny boat on this stream, on this small stream, and move along with it to join the river. So this makes us think that yes, the speaker also means she enjoys watching the brook. And next question is, why do you think the speaker wishes to join the deep and slow river with the brook? So yes, the speaker wants to join the river with the brook because she wants to travel with the brook and experience its journey. And she wants to see the places and the paths that the brook will take on its journey, and thus experience them on her own. So this was the question answers, children, and I want you all to learn at least first 10 line of the poems that are coming in your second term examination. Okay, so the poem that is coming is, yes, of course, this brook is coming, and the other poem that is coming in the second term exam is Tiptoe Night and Kites. So these three poems, that is the brook, Tiptoe Night and Kites, you have to learn the first 10 lines of the poem, because it will come in the exam to write. And you also learn the poet's name. So when it comes, first you will write the heading. Suppose you want to write brook, okay, so you will write the heading of the poem, that is the brook, and then you will next line you will write the poet's name, and then you will write the first 10 lines of the poem. And don't put numbers, because I see many children put 1, 2, 3, 4. No, you don't have to write like this. You just you have to write as it is given in the book, and don't write in the paragraph form. See here, brook, this line ends at brook, right? And then go, rippling starts. So you will write like this, and always the first alphabet should be in the capital letter. You have to pay attention to it, okay? You carefully you see this. So as it is given in the with the correct punctuation marks and all, you see where there is full stop, comma and all. So you will be careful about this, because if you will not write like this, your marks will get cut, okay? So learn all the three poems of second term along with the poet's name. Thank you.